And we're now tuned into the recap with the GoodFellaz podcast. You know how we do. Every week, we chop it up. We break it down. Everything that went down during the course of the week. And as always, there's a lot of shit going down. It's your boy Tommy Guns alongside my man Big A. What up?
What up? What up? What's going on, everyone? How's everybody doing?
Sean Montana in the building.
What up? What up?
And Heritage Hip Hop's own Karev Yao. What's up?
Peace and blessings. What's going on, y'all?
All right, my man Dav Noble will be here in a few minutes. Yo, it's been a crazy week. It's been I feel like a good week entertainment-wise. I mean, from the hip-hop battle, which we'll get into in a minute, the Verzuz battle between Jeezy and Gucci Mane. Right there, you never thought we ever say those two names in one battle. Between rumors, or not even rumors, but just like the announcement where Wonder Woman will be dropping finally in theaters and on video on demand. A lot of entertainment stuff going down, and I feel like we've been talking a lot of politics lately. Man, let's have some fun, man. Let's get into some entertainment real quick. First things first, tonight, if you are tuned in to the recap with the GoodFellaz podcast, this is actually the night where the Verzuz battle between Jeezy and Gucci Mane is going down. It's probably taking place as we speak. So with that being said, what do you guys think about it? Do you guys think it's, I mean, obviously we're right here at the moment. Is this something you guys are looking forward to? And who do you guys think will win, since we currently don't know what's going on right now? What you think, eh?
I think, Gucci got a long catalog, and then Jeezy do too. So with the catalogs that, they're going back and forth, it all depends on how the presentation is, because the last battle that I seen as far as hip hop was 2 Chainz and Rick Ross. Rick Ross has hits, 2 Chainz has hits, but the difference is the presentation. The DJ was the key. The DJs, what I'm noticing, are the keys in these battles, and being able to strategically play certain songs, you're going to have certain reactions to. If you got a big reaction, you might want to hold that for another song, because you don't know what the next person pulling out and how they're starting off with. So, sometimes you might want to start off a little bit big and then slowly go back and forth on the size of your tracks. So, yeah, okay. I think it's easier. I think it's easier, and it's. I think, honestly, I ain't gonna front. I think Jeezy can actually knock this one out of the ballpark. I think he got more hits in his catalog that people are more familiar with than Gucci Mane, because Gucci Mane got hood hits. A lot of people aren't familiar with his hood hits. He got hood hits, mixtape hits, but a lot of people aren't familiar with him. Jeezy has those hits you've heard on the radio, and you're familiar with.
You're saying Jeezy has the bigger records?
Yes and no, because those hood hits are just as big as those, but the ones that people are familiar with, the familiarity, it puts it at a different plateau for people.
All right, so Big A is going for Young Jeezy.
Word. I don't know what's going on here. Sorry. Tommy, you there? Yeah, so I'm going for Young Jeezy. Karev, who you got in this battle?
I don't care. I don't like either one's music.
Wow.
I'm not a fan of either rapper as a whole. But what I do know about Gucci Mane, I know about the song Lemonade. That's really about it. Well, Jeezy, he has songs with Rick Ross, Jay-Z, so he has a more known catalog. I heard he had a classic album, The Recession 1 or something. I heard that was a classic.
The Recession was dope. Yeah.
I never heard the album, so me personally, I'm not moved. I don't really care either way. I know that you talk about presentation. They're in Magic City tonight, so maybe that'll make people want to watch it who are not fans like me. I'm not a fan of either one. Like I said, I told y'all a while ago, I think the Verzuz thing is burnt out. I don't like their matchups. I'm not really enthused by who they're picking for Verzuz, I don't think the Verzuz has been good in a while. So I'm not really interested in as far as who wins. I guess whoever loves their music wins because I'm really have no. I'm not. I have no interest.
Got you. I got you. I got you. All right, Sha, the priest, the prophet, and the goon. We know
What
you
up?
big. We know you big on Jeezy, and we know you big
Pause.
on on the ice cream man. So what's up?
Pause.
Which one? Which
All
one?
right.
Which one, man? Because you listen to both of them. I know you're a fan of both those artists. Which one do you think is going to win tonight?
All right. The winner is clearly going to be Jeezy.
Okay.
Very clearly. But
You know, I
really
thought you were actually gonna say Gucci Man.
Nah, because Jeezy got one thing that Gucci Man don't have, which is timeless hits. You know, Jeezy's been making some hits. You got to remember how long Jeezy been out. You know what I'm saying? Like Thug Motivation. You know, you had Soul Survivor with Akon. You had Go Crazy remix with Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
You had Standing Ovation. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a ton of. And then what? You know what I'm saying? Like you had that whole first album. Really, I would call it a classic.
Yes.
Second album was fire. You know what I'm saying? Third album, like Jeezy has a lot of timeless hits that you know what I'm saying. Like you could bump today. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And people still familiar with it. Gucci has like the last 10 years. He's got a lot of hood classics, but
yeah,
when you talk about overall the whole package, and you include no homo, and then you include commercial success, you got to give it to Jeezy, no homo. You know what I mean?
Word. I agree with you, Jeezy. So Tommy, who do you now? Because now I know you. A lot of people don't know you like I know you because you like my like my brother. You know what I mean? Like my little brother. Who do you see? Who do you see being a winner? Now I know you're well versed in both those artists and those music, and a lot of people don't know that. So who do you see? Who do you see as a winner? Oh man. All right.
He always smiling.
Yeah, word. I don't know. We have a little technical difference. All right, here we go. Tommy Guns.
yeah.
Yo, who do you see winning this night?
I'm gonna be honest. I mean, who do I see and who do I think should win? I don't know. Maybe it's two different things. Me, I agree with a lot of y'all. I feel like Jeezy has bigger records. I feel like Gucci Man, like I mean, he has his hood joints. You know what I'm saying? Like especially lately, it's because he's a newer artist. I feel like he's had his little hood joints, but I feel like Jeezy was one of the pioneers of the trap movement, along with like T.I., like a couple cats. Like when Trapper Died, the mixtape first hit, and I remember this. This is when we were still during the Def Jam days. I remember first seeing this cat. I'm like, yo, who is this Jadakiss looking motherfucker right here? You know what I mean? I remember.
Yo, we all said that.
Yeah,
I remember looking at the flyer and I wasn't impressed. I was like, yo, who is this Jadakiss looking cat right here? And then when the Trapper Died mixtape hit, like, yo, I don't care. I mean, mind you, we're from East Coast. Like, we're Jersey, New York, whatever. That shit made an impact where we at. You know what I mean? Let alone Atlanta, let alone down south. Like, yo, like the mixtape kind of set almost a whole genre up. So, and then from there, like he's had the big records, the Go Crazy, the Put On with Kanye, Locked Up, not Locked Up, but the joint with Akon. Yo, to me, The Recession was a great album on some almost, I don't want to say political, but like, I mean, like it was a good thematic album. I feel like Jeezy musically is the better artist. But then again, with the whole versus battle situation, I mean, if they play certain songs versus certain songs, you never know. I feel like Gucci Man probably last couple years might be more of a relevant artist, but if you ask me, I think Jeezy's a clear winner. You know what I mean? He got them juices. Oh, man. Yeah, but then again, we'll see. I mean, you know what it is? Regardless, it's good for hip hop, especially in these pandemic days when yo, quite frankly, I mean, yo, we don't got concerts, we don't got like a lot of the events we used to, so it's like anything we can get at this point. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Word. So we've all said who we think, who we personally think is gonna win. Do you think with the verses and with their format and how they run stuff, who do you think the versus format's gonna pick?
Jeezy.
Jeezy?
They're gonna pick Jeezy. Yo, right now, there's 1 million people watching right now. There's 1 million people
in
right
Magic
now,
City,
watching right now, virtually in Magic City. They haven't even look. The chairs is being set up. There's 1 million people sitting here watching right now. Yo, that's the biggest I've seen. That's actually the biggest number I've seen. Watching a versus like a solid million. It's over 1 million because it won't even calibrate until it probably hit 2 million. Like
I think Monica had about 1 million, right?
Huh?
Monica Brandy had about 1 million, right?
They had about 1 million. They didn't have 1 million. This is a solid million, bro. This is a solid million. Not even the number's not even moving. It's a solid million.
Yeah.
Like that means it's more than 1 million people are streaming right now watching this. Excuse my phone. My phone look crazy.
And mind you, this is a hood battle, so there's plenty of cats probably bootlegging it, streaming it on their own shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
And you got cats that's probably betting. Cats got money on it. Yeah, cats got money on it. They're like, yo, I'm betting a stack. I'm betting 5 stacks on Gucci. I got them on Jeezy. You know what I mean? And then
Shout out to all my strippers socially distancing right now. We see you.
Yeah, we miss you. We miss you.
You know what I mean? So that's what's up. I mean, it's good. It's good for hip hop. And I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, these days I'll take whatever we can get. I mean, it's to the point right now where even minor releases, like it's crazy because like even a record that in normal times wouldn't get much promo, like let's say a Busta Rhymes, for example. Not to say it was not a good album, but pre-pandemic, you know how the marketing was set up. But with the pandemic being what it is, it's like a lot of movements and albums are now getting like good shine. So now I mean, like I think a lot of people were able to see like how dope of an artist Busta Rhymes still is when his album dropped. I think this is good just to, you know what I mean? Like, yo, let cats know. Like, yo, especially if you're into down south music, like these are two of the pioneers of that current down south trap movement. And you know, it's good for hip hop. So I'm with anything that's good with the culture, you know, whether you're a quote unquote hip hop purist or, you know, you love some trap music.
The real hip hop.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's good for the culture, man. And with the music scene and just the life scene being what it is, like I'm not mad at anything that gets 1 million people plus watching right now.
That's what we got going right now.
So, and by the way, I think Jeezy's album, he's actually got a new project about to drop. I want to say it's dropping this weekend.
Yeah,
another one?
Yeah, it already dropped.
Yeah,
it already dropped. Well, I thought it dropped already. My bad.
Yeah, actually, we had a Def Jam conference call with him earlier on, so it's probably dropping. I want to say this weekend. So yo, and then 2 Chainz dropped last weekend, and pretty good album. I mean, if you're into the whole trap music, you know what I mean?
Oh, sounds like the one, my man, the one and only Mr. Noble. There he is.
Yo,
yeah.
Why ain't nobody tell me y'all had the link, yo? Nobody sent me. Nobody told me the link.
You put it on the text.
I emailed it and then I texted it.
I didn't get the text, yo. Straight up. Told you.
Real Donald Trump on us right now. Like we on the links. Yo, Dav, we're glad you actually just joined us. We were talking the Jeezy Gucci Man battle, and we want to know your opinion. Who do you think should win with the versus battle that's going
on? I mean, I've never been that much of a Gucci fan, so I don't know. I know Jeezy had a good run, but I don't think he had as many hits. And I know Gucci fan base go hard. So it's one thing what you would consider like a chart topper hit versus what I think fans are gonna consider hits. Because that's usually this goes. But some songs you'd be like, okay, this was a bigger hit, but when it dropped in the verses,
Yeah.
Like, you can see the responses. Like you can feel the energy in these verses, even if it's a song that you may not know. You could just kind of feel it, and then if a person drops like something that's not really up to par, like who win. You know what I mean?
Word.
I think Gucci, because Gucci just seemed like he had more songs that I've seen him on than he has in a minute.
Yeah, he's been doing his thing lately. I feel like if we're talking who's the more relevant artist now, it'd probably be Gucci, surprisingly. But that's me personally. I feel like Jeezy had the bigger records at the time. You know what I mean? So it's all a matter of you know what I mean? But then again, like I said, our opinion, like I said, like, whether it's our demographic is different sometimes from like the Gucci Man demographic, you know what I mean? A lot of times like what we, like a put on for us might not equal a lemonade to like some of these cats is on that verses right now. So who knows? You know what I mean?
Word. How the vocals sound?
But either way, man, it's good. It's good for hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think, like I said, man, I really think I think it's a home run for Jeezy, man. I really think it's a home run for Jeezy. I think it's an easy peasy home run. You know what I mean?
Like 20 songs, right?
Yo, because I'm telling me, when Soul Survivor drops, when and then what drops? Like, come on, man, like.
Yeah, Soul Survivor. Oh man. Now can he claim that?
Yeah.
Play that dude, G's all the dope boys. That was Jay's song, right?
No, that was his.
That was Jeezy's song.
Let's Go Crazy, yeah.
That song.
Yeah, that's his song. Yeah.
That's one of the hardest. That's one of the hardest drops.
Yeah.
I remember when that joint dropped. I was on the radio like, whoa, this joint killing right now.
Yeah. Or even a put on with when Ye, like, you know what I mean, does his little ad lib. Like, I remember when I first heard put on, I was like, oh shit, like, yo, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he got those big records where I feel like you almost forget until it drops. You're like, oh shit. Then you're like, Ice Cream Tattoo or put on, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yo, those records, like I said, certain records with certain artists, man. When they drop, people gonna be like, "Oh!" You gonna see the reaction, and look, it's over. Oh, it was just 1.5. It just surpassed 1.5 million.
Wow.
It just surpassed 1.5 million. Now it's back. It just dropped back down to a million. That's how many people are watching it right now. Look, 1.1. Look, it dropped. It's right 1.1. It's at 1.1 right now. Yo,
I'm sure this is like there's a certain jet lag between the people who actually are on there and the numbers. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's a lot more than that when it's all said and done.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yo, Karev, real quick. What Jeezy? I mean, I know you're not much of a Gucci fan, but are there any Jeezy records in particular that you're a fan of? I know you tend to be more of a hip hop purist, but like, are there some Jeezy joints where you're like, yo, like, got that?
Label Me a G. I like that one.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite.
You mean Bury Me a G?
Bury Me a G. Yes, I'm sorry.
That's
the one because that beat is crazy. It's not about him. Besides that, I mean, Put On For My City is an anthem. Like, you can't not like that because even when you go to HBCUs, they play that and the crowd go bananas. The song that he got with on his last project with Kendrick and Cole, I like that record too. It's not bad, but I'm not a Jeezy fan, man. Like, I'm good.
Oh shoot.
No, it's all good. Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, there was a time, let's don't get it twisted. There was a time when, like I said, I want to say that I always have a good pulse on the culture of hip hop. But I will say personally, Jeezy was one of the times that I was wrong. Because like I said, when I when I heard certain records, I was like, no, I'm an East Coast cat at heart, so I heard certain records, like, I don't know, man. Like, I didn't understand the movement. And then I remember, this is when I was back in the Def Jam days, I remember his album release party came out. And I didn't get it until I was there. And I'm telling you, when the limos pulled up and, yo, like the big boy Bentleys and the big boy Benzes and, yo, like, I don't know, maybe there's a whole lot of liquor in the building. And then, like, the records, I just saw, you know what I mean? I saw the energy from the crowd, and I was like, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, it wasn't, it's something, you know, like I said, it's a cultural thing. Because, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like before he dropped, the South was more known for, like, the Outcasts and the Goody Mobs and, like, the, you know what I mean? Like, for the more eclectic musical side. But I feel like when Jeezy dropped,
More
it's
eclectic
kind of
perspective.
Like, yeah. I felt like the hood, like you felt the presence of like the Atlanta hood, like the street. I could feel the streets. You know what I mean? You know, I just, you know, and then it was just different. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think one of my favorite Jeezy joints, and it was not even on his actual album. It was on Game's album. It's Game, Jeezy, and Rick Ross. It's called Beautiful, and it's off Game album Red 2. I mean, like, yo, that junk is fire. That junk, the beat is crazy. They all delivered. Each and every one of them, their verses can rock out on the beat, and it could be like a solo verse, and it would be hot. That's how good each of those artists delivered on that song. And I think it was definitely one of those songs, like when you hear it, you like, damn, like, yo, that was hot. Even though it's not a Jeezy joint, he was featured on that joint. He represented hard on that. He represented hard. And even, you know, being a blood, you know, Game being a blood and Jeezy being a Crip, you know, it was dope to hear that, you know what I mean, camaraderie on a mainstream level, you know what I mean, affiliated and them rocking out together like that. And it flowed together, you know what I mean, including Rick Ross being, you know, the gangster rap that he raps. Everything was beautiful together, you know what I mean? No pun with the song called Beautiful, though.
Yeah. I'll say this. I feel like if we're comparing the catalogs of Jeezy and Gucci, I'll say that Jeezy was able to hold his own with more of like the big dogs of hip hop, whether it was having Jay-Z, a Kanye, a Lil Wayne, a Ross. I feel like he could hold his own on a song and not get overshadowed by really any of them. But Gucci Man, I feel like if it's not like Waka Flocka or like the Migos, like you don't see Gucci matching up with like a real lyricist in really any of his music. Not necessarily taking anything away from, but I feel like Jeezy was able to hold his own with who's who of hip hop.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's important.
That is true though.
Yeah.
He was on it. You like, yeah, Jeezy had a dope verse. Jeezy had a hook, or the ad libs are legendary at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, he was one of the pioneers of the ad lib movement.
Yeah, for real. He
and now all hip hop is just ad libs featured with some sprinkles of lyrics. So we might actually say that Jeezy was responsible for the downfall of hip hop, as you know, 2020. So shout out to Jeezy. We see you, bro. Now. But I mean, look. I mean, an argument can be made that like Jeezy was one of those cats that like for the first time swagging it out and ad-libbing it out overshadowed the actual lyrics. And I think today with hip-hop, I mean, it's more sing-songy, but it's like lyrics aren't as important anymore.
Yeah, why Crab shaking his head like that, yo?
Because he's a hip-hop purist.
No, it's not I'm a hip-hop purist. No, it's not that. It's just this is boring. I don't like Jeezy or Gucci. Like at the end of the day, but they had their movement, and that's what's up. I salute both of them. But at the end of the day, like I said, Verzuz is burnt out. It's corny. We're not getting proper entertainment. We're not just getting popular trend, and it's corny to me. I think the whole Verzuz is ass. I'm really not interested. As far as Young Jeezy goes, he had great songs. I can't lie to you. As far as Gucci go, he had good songs. I mean, at the end of the day, they beef, so people are watching it because they want to see a beef contest. They're not really watching it for the musical value. And if they are, then God bless them, and they get everything that they want out of it. I mean, me personally, I'd rather see two midget lesbians slapbox. I'm good. Like, I'm not really interested in this. It's
midget lesbians.
I'm good.
Okay.
Bro. I'm all right.
So Karev, at this point, is there anybody you would be willing to watch a versus battle with?
Yes. Like I said, I want to see them go outside of the genre again and bring something like dope to it. Like I think for elder people, the Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight was good because it shows that we respect them. Me, I like music. I want to see, like I told you, my dream battle would be Diddy versus Jermaine Dupri and all the songs they produce. Bring their artists back. Like I would like to see that. I would want to see something different. And y'all really want to get funky with it? I mean, let's put some Spanish music together and just do something different. Like
it's America, we speak English here.
I like women though. So I mean, at the end of the day, I like to see them dance. So all I'm saying is if we're really gonna like celebrate music and give people what they want, let's really do something a little different. Like when they said let's do Busta Rhymes versus Red and Meth together, that's interesting. Cause then now you're mixing a little bit of a different genre, three different genres together. Cause you got RZA production with hardcore sounds, you got Jay Dilla production, Eric Sermon production. It's a lot going on. This thing about just hype over names is just not interesting, and it's burnt out. I'm good.
All right.
Okay.
Well.
All right.
On that.
Well, like I said, I think we kind of put that to rest. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody tuned in right now. The recap with the GoodFellaz podcast. We do this every week for y'all. And real quick, everybody throw their social media information out there real quick so everybody knows where to follow us.
HeritageHipHop.com. Heritage Hip Hop Instagram.
Okay. Karev, I feel like you're personally insulted with hip hop right now.
Huh?
Like, I feel like you take this personally, like, man, that Gucci man. Like,
yo, I was about to ask him, so why you mad, son?
No anger. No anger.
It's all good. It's all good.